10. The red light is on.
You ready?
The first of 9. Hopefully a quartet of runners here in the opening race. They're off. They came out in a perfect line. Charlton Eddie, they will go to the top shortly afterwards from Shantalk all day session. And Yule is going to park our Danny back there fourth and last when they settle down. So the informed Lakhdar Romilly was able to control the speed with Charlton Eddie. And Charlton Eddie led the way with his neck arched. He had a quick peep over the right shoulder. Found Shantalk about a length and a half away. A similar margin back there behind those. Our Danny going up in advance of all day session. Charlton Eddie doing it sweetly. 400 from home. They come around the corner and Charlton Eddie backed into favouritism leads the way from the filly Shantalk, our Danny, and all day session as the sprint goes on. Charlton Eddie in front, 250 to go, but now the filly Shantalk draws alongside. Shantalk, Charlton Eddie. Shantalk's got the upper hand from Charlton Eddie. They went to the 100 now and she put pay to him. She comes away now and it's all over. Shantalk was far too good for Charlton Eddie. They gapped the others about 3.5 lengths all day session and a further 3.5 to our Danny, who trailed them home. Well, she got the blows in the market, but she has still proven far too good. Charlton Eddie led and he was able to control matters early on. Shantalk just sitting off him about a length away, and as soon as McGruddy asked her the question, she immediately pinged onto the bridle and she had Charlton Eddie covered. So she got right out to 230, generous in a small 4-horse field. Charlton Eddie backed in though to 210 favouritism and has gone down. But Shantalk, she's now won 3 out of 4. A War Chant filly from Contortion. She's out of a daughter of Redute's Choice. Trained by Russell Stewart, ridden by Sean McGruddy. Beats Charlton Eddie, a shooting to win 3-year-old out of Refem. Third, number 3 all day session by Sessions from Simply Irresistible. Alan Kennedy, the rider there for Ash Maley, and fourth and the last of them home and well off them was our Danny. So Shantalk owned by Mrs. A. Stewart, A. Oreb, MB Coles, D. Del Borello, R. Stack, J. Stewart, J. DBD Management, and also the Blabs Syndicate. Scores by 3/4, 3 3/4 that second margin in 59.14 and 34.05 the last 600 there. Shantalk just too good here, the filly, for the 3-year-old shooting to win gelding Charlton Eddie. And he was able to rate the race perfectly, really. Lakhdar Romilly in front there, but was no match for this filly. And the big entourage of owners going down to greet her at the gateway back into the mounting enclosure. Plenty of them enjoying the celebrations. The next event, the Tab Touch West Speed Platinum Series Heat 2, 1200 metres without any scratchings in the second. We'll go back to the yard now and we're going to catch up downstairs with Scotty Embry and also Michael Heaton. Let's go to Scotty after this victory there, and it was a compelling victory too. She gave him a little start there on the corner and was simply too sharp when the sprint went right on Scotty.
Absolutely she was, Darren. Yes, it looked like Lakhdar Romilly was getting things all his own way out in front on Charlton Eddie, but this filly, Shantalk, she was way too good. She had a bit of a pull in the weights, but he had the runs on the board. I've got Russell Stewart with me now. Rusty, this is pretty special for you, isn't it? It's becoming a really good story.
Yeah, it's good, Scott. Yeah, she's a talented horse, isn't she?
Are these first-time owners? Did I get that right?
Well, they're not first-time owners, but they're first-time winners in my stable. They've had one before, and we give him one start, and we got rid of him. They rolled over into this girl, and it's worked out pretty well for them.
She's a lease horse, isn't she?
We have got her on a lease from Alan, Helen, and all the Mortons from Pingelly. We couldn't buy her, and you know the story about the sale and that. Alan got a bit hoodwinked, but I think Alan's pretty happy now that we've kept her anyway.
And coming into the race today, when Clairvoyance was in the race, let's touch on that. Were you running for second, or did you have it in the back of your mind that you never know, you could have stretched her neck?
What time did we run?
59.14, so nothing special, but the rail is back at the inside pad.
Yeah, well, no, Clairvoyance is another level, Scott. Let's not get too carried away with that. She's beaten a good horse, and I was running for second to Clairvoyance, I think.
What do you do with her now? Do you keep her in these 3-year-old grades? Do you have a throw at some of those features? What's the plan?
One more run, I'll see how she pulls up. If she's had enough, she's off. If she's 3 weeks into the Placid Art.
Congratulations, Rusty Stewart. There's nothing better than seeing you training winners. Well done.
Yeah, thanks very much, Scott.
There we go. Russell Stewart here with the win of Shan Talk. She makes it 2 from 2 this prep. We won't forget the day that she was backed off the map first up when beating the older horses. And today she's beaten a nice 3-year-old in Charlton Eddie. 5-1, 3 and 4. Charlton Eddie runs second. All-day session runs third. And I dare say that tomorrow might be an all-day session for Jimmy Stewart at least and the rest of the clan. And number 4 into 4th. And that's our Danny. Michael Heaton about to catch up with Sean McGruddy.
Yes, I've got winning rider Sean McGruddy here, and Shooter, that's a pretty good performance. Charlton Eddie is no easy, or no slouch, I should say, and you've just sat outside him and beat him fairly comfortably.
Yeah, look, I think what helped us was the fact that they probably didn't use their claim and bowl along. They just had a controlled speed up front, and that suited us as well because she was nice and relaxed. And like you say, with the pull on the weights and with how well she relaxed, I knew she could rip up a good 2 furlongs. So I put it to him at the top of the straight, and that put it to bed.
Russell just saying if she pulls up well, she might go 3 weeks into the Placid Arc. She's never been past 1,000 metres. What's your thoughts about the 1,200 of the Placid Arc?
Oh, look, she might be better at 1,000 or 11 at this stage of her career, but like I just said, the way she relaxes, I couldn't see why 1,200 wouldn't be a problem in the future. Red
Can Man finally gets a race without a great deal of speed in the Asian boat today. I'm sure you're looking forward to that. Do you think he's found his race?
Yeah, I think he has. There's obviously still a few inside of us that'll probably try and hold their spot, but certainly he won't have to do the amount of work or keep up the amount of work he's been doing in his last 2.
Good start to the day. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Sean McGruddy there with Shan Talk takes out race number 1. Numbers here 5, 1, 3 and 4. Quinella 5 and 1 $1.50. Exacta $3.30. Trifecta 5, 1, 3 $6.80. And thoughts with those that played the first 4. It's paid less than the trifecta, but it's 5, 1, 3 and 4 here in the opener.